Hello friends and welcome to our kitchen. We are going to make, you and I, together, we're going to make a dish called crispy pata. It's a Filipino dish. I'm making it tomorrow for my wife and some of her friends. If you don't know what crispy pata is, simply put, is the lower part of a pig's leg. The fun historical part of this is this was thrown away by the rich people way back in olden times. This was discarded. So the poor people would pick this up and cook it, and they figured out a way to make a great dish out of scraps. And that's what crispy pata is. So what we're going to do with this pig leg is I'm going to pressure cook it for an hour, or you can boil it if you want. In our solution, our pressure cooker or your boiler, I'm going to put onion, garlic, bay leaves. I'm going to put peppercorn, a little bit of salt, and of course water, and some anise star. And I'm going to let that pressure cook for an hour. Once it's done, I'm going to take it out, let it dry. I'm going to help it dry. And then I'm going to salt it so the salt sucks some of the moisture out of the skin. We're going to let it cool down and relax, and then I'm going to deep fry it at 350 degrees, and it's going to crisp it up. Now you may be asking, well, why are you pressure cooking it? Simply, I want to cook everything in here. I want to make sure the meat is cooked. That's why you boil it or pressure cook it. And then you're going to fry it to get a beautiful crisp skin on the outside. So you wind up having flavorful pork meat and beautifully flavored pork skin is what we have. But the first thing I'm going to do, this is about a 3-pound pork leg, is I am going to unwrap it, of course. I'm going to put it over the fire in my gas stove. I'm going to burn off any little hairs or anything like that on the foot so that we don't have those to deal with. And then I'm going to simply chop up my ingredients, add them to my pressure cooker, and get it underway. All right, so here's our pressure cooker. It's an Instapot model. It's a small one. Here's our roughly chopped up ingredients with the pig's leg. And now we're just going to pressure cook it. I'm going to hit pressure cook level 1 and let it go for about an hour. Here's our crispy pata coming out of the pressure cooker. Now I'm going to put it over in the strainer, drain it, and let it dry up before I salt it. So let's go ahead and fry our crispy pata because it's not crispy yet. So we're going to get this. But here's what we've done. We've got our oil set up. I've got it up to 350 degrees. My crispy pata is sitting out at room temperature. Because here's something I want to make sure you know. If you take it directly out of the refrigerator and throw it in the oil, it's going to not cook as fast. Because the cold temperature is going to reduce the temperature of the oil. And your crispy pata is just going to suck up more oil and be more greasy. So I got mine at room temperature. Look how beautiful that is. Oh yeah. And we're literally going to be careful. Slide it in. Pray that we don't get burnt. And I'm going to sit here and baste my crispy pata. I'll show it to you when it's done. All right, my friends. So after all of that work and effort, this is what you get. You get a beautiful crispy pata that the Filipinos are going to go crazy over. Isn't that beautiful?